How did utility monopolies become regulated historically? Imagine a world where your electricity, gas, or water could be shut off anytime without warning, and prices could skyrocket without notice. That was the reality before regulation stepped in. In the early days, utility companies grew quickly because they built large networks to serve entire cities or regions. These companies had little competition and became what we call natural monopolies because it was too expensive for others to build competing systems. They could set high prices since no one else was offering the same service. People started to worry about unfair prices and poor service, especially during tough times like the Great Depression. Many families struggled to pay their bills, and utilities could raise rates to make more money. This led the government to get involved. The first big step was the Public Utilities Holding Company Act in 1935. This law aimed to stop big utility companies from using complicated corporate structures to hide their profits and inflate costs. It made these companies register with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is the government agency that oversees financial markets. It also limited what these holding companies could do and made sure they couldn't charge customers more than necessary. Before this law, many states had already started creating public utility commissions by the early 1900s. These commissions were local agencies that watched over utility companies, making sure they kept rates fair and provided reliable service. They acted as watchdogs, balancing the needs of the companies with the rights of consumers. As technology improved, utilities began to operate across state lines, like long-distance electrical transmission and interstate pipelines. This created new challenges because state agencies could only regulate within their borders. So the federal government stepped in to oversee these larger, interstate services. They made sure that utilities didn't abuse their power and that consumers still had fair access and fair prices. Over time, regulations evolved to keep a balance. Utilities needed to earn enough to maintain and upgrade their infrastructure, but they also had to be fair to customers. This included rules about billing practices and how disputes were handled. These rules helped protect consumers from unfair charges and gave them support when disagreements arose. From the utility company's point of view, regulation provided stability. It helped them plan investments and keep their services running smoothly. It also prevented cutthroat competition that could hurt service quality or cause financial trouble. By setting clear rules, regulators made sure that customers paid fair rates based on actual costs, not inflated charges. In the end, utility monopolies became regulated because their essential services and natural monopoly status meant the government needed to step in. Regulation was necessary to prevent abuse, keep prices fair, and protect consumers, all while allowing utilities to operate efficiently. This system has kept changing over the years but remains vital to making sure everyone gets reliable utility services at fair prices.